So I met Adam about a year ago, actually on one of these trips, one of the other trips that Open Circle runs for vets. And we went out with a bunch of vets that I had some relationship with through this gym that I worked out at. It was just an incredible experience coming out here. I've struggled coming back from Afghanistan. Sometimes things have gone really well for me. Sometimes things have been challenging. And I've done therapy and groups and medicine and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, the impact, both in the moment as like the healing I got to feel building those relationships with other veterans in a way that I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to do again. And the healing afterwards, sort of the realizations, the transitions, the movement through it. When I got back from Afghanistan, I compartmentalized all of these pieces of my life. Deployment, after deployment, my injury, who I was in front of the students early on, who I was with my parents, who I was with my friends, who I was with women that I wanted to have a relationship with, who I was when I was at home by myself, who I wanted to be, who I actually was. The list went on and on and on. And I've been doing a lot of work to kind of blend those together. And that all felt a lot easier because the problems that were created were like really significant, you know. Drug and alcohol use and addiction, aggression, isolation, failed relationships. Like I could see all that, and I was really motivated to make some changes. But here, like this Coach Moore, Jeremy thing has led to a lot of good, a lot of really powerful experiences. And I think that's why it's taken so long to like change it up, to break it down, to chip away at that harsh separation. So we'll see what happens when I get back. Yeah, it was a very powerful experience for me. And as a part of the practice, when the fast is over, we come back together and share what our experience was like on the fast. And for me, the fast was about looking at some of my experiences from a more objective view, particularly my experiences on deployment, and being able to share about them in a way that's true and healing for me. And in our circle, I shared some stuff that 10 years ago I would have told you I was going to take to my grave, and even a year ago I would have said I was only going to share them with my therapist or other people that I deployed with. And And I shared them in a group of people that mostly work for me, and was able to not experience so much shame. And that was really powerful for me. And I guess the hopes is that I can take that feeling and start to move towards a more full and developed person.